Honey, peace, peace, peace. I hope you guys are having such a glorious day. Honey, you the whole pen. Okay. I am so hungry. You don't want to, first of all, let's get into this. Okay. Ground beef, organic ground beef. Let's be exact here, okay? And then I got some cheese, mixed Mexican. I think this is Mexican cheese. Oh, I put everything in here. This was for my son yesterday. I told him to take some. After I seen that he had about 20 of these, I said, "Where you going with all of those?" And then he had put them back. I felt bad. He still had a few. I think he had like three or four, and then he put it back. He not the meat, of course, like the shells. And I said after that, I felt bad. I said, "No, take some more. Take them home, okay." One second. Piece of furniture. I know. You guys don't know. All right, I am extremely grateful. And before we get into this Dollar Tree, this live video, I want to let you know this because somebody had wrote that they want to make content, but their home isn't aesthetically pleasing. One of the things you have to understand about this, right? First of all, it's all mental, okay? With anything, like if you want to be successful, it's a mental game. If you think that you can't make content because your apartment or home isn't aesthetically pleasing, that's an excuse, okay? And I say it with love because you can make content. It's people who've made content and they apartments wasn't aesthetically pleasing either. Like where I live, like, I like to say the apartment is okay. Is a little on the older side, but I'm extremely grateful, okay? But one of the things that you have to understand is this. If you go based upon what you have, then it's going to stop you. You're not going to make content. You're not going to do the thing that is calling you to do, right? Maybe your intuition or something is telling you to do something. You're not going to do those things. Why? Because you're so concerned about what other people think of you. You can't be overly concerned about what other people think of you because the same exact people that's on this internet, they don't pay your bills. They're not making sure your children is okay. They're not putting food on the table for you and your family. So you can't be so overly concerned with, though you talk yourself out of doing something that is going to empower you and your children. And it doesn't matter if this doesn't only pertain to content. This is pertaining to everything in life. Okay. And suppose if you did the thing, right? Suppose if you took the leap out on faith and you actually start making content or open that business. Suppose if you did those things, imagine where your life would be. See, somebody wrote in a comment earlier today. I think it was today. I don't know if it was today or yesterday. But one of the things, it was a guy. He said in the comments, he said, right now I'm putting guacamole. He said, "Oh, a bonnet on. She has a bonnet." No, he said, "You have a bonnet on and a cold sore." Or did he say feverless? But anywho, and he said, thousands of people are going to see this and you already lost. I guess he was new, poor little thing. I guess he was new because I can't lose. Like, I cannot lose. Even when it appear to be a loss is a win. And that's how you have to see your life. And then he said, like, thousands of people are going to see the video. That's what I want. That was the purpose of me uploading the video. So millions can see it, not thousands. You're talking about thousands, millions can see it. So you can't be, honey, I'm just pouring stuff in here. You can't be so concerned about what other people gonna say. You gotta act on it. Now, story time. Honey, the plan was I have a Dollar Tree video uploading right now. On my analytics, it says that it's gonna take like an hour to upload. I don't know if that's true or not. Sometimes it say an hour. I don't know. But anywho, um, so the plan today, first of all, I said today I was going to rest. I said I wasn't going nowhere. I was just going to stay in the house and just be in bed all day. Considering yesterday I did 4 Dollar Tree hauls. Well, I did 3, and I got to like the fourth store. They ain't really had too much going on. They had a few items, and then afterwards I left. But I went to 4 stores yesterday and uploaded. How many hauls did we upload yesterday? I think I uploaded 1 yesterday. Today is gonna be 2, and then tomorrow I'm uploading 1. But anywho, so the plan was for me to just stay in bed, do nothing, be lazy. Okay, that was my plan. Laziness, is a good thing at times. Okay, because sometimes you just need to be still. And you guys hear me say that, right? That sometimes you just need to be still. And so that was the plan. I said, you know what? I'm just going to lay in the bed, not do anything. And I'm going to upload, well, not go anywhere outside of anything. I'm going to just upload content. But that didn't go as planned. I started listening to some Bob Proctor. And as I was listening to Bob Proctor, and I think I was editing the video, and then I was like, oh my goodness, I was so pumped up, right? I looked at my video, I was pumped up. I was like, oh my goodness, Deena, you so good. Okay, you so good. And then I got pumped up and I said, you know what? I'm going to another Dollar Tree. My intuition was telling me to go to Maplewood Dollar Tree, Maplewood, New Jersey. To the New Jersey folks, okay, that go to Maplewood Dollar Tree. Some of you guys said that the Dollar Tree over there, they don't have a lot of new items. But today I went there, they was fully stocked. Okay. Some items they had that they had before, like I have seen in the past, but they had some new items like these hair masks, that went for like $5 or so. It was $1.25 at Dollar Tree. So the plan was just to stay in bed, right? Not to do too much of anything. And what wound up happening was I got up listening to Bob Proctor. I got up, showered. The plan also was for me to go to Trader Joe's. All right, so public transportation story time. Ooh, where do I begin? First of all, I done caught like about 100 buses. Okay, no lie. Almost 100 buses. Now, of course, I'm over exaggerating a little. And I know I said no lie, but honey, I caught so many buses today. It wasn't even funny. I get on the bus. Now, right when this is where it took the cake. Okay. I'm in Newark, New Jersey. Now, the way the bus go in Newark, New Jersey is like, it's ghetto over there, okay? It's like you got to go through it's like you go downtown or, downtown is always like, gentrification, right? Gentrified. And then as you ride a little further, probably like 5 or 10 minutes, well, not even 5 or 10 minutes, probably 5 minutes, then honey, you start getting in the ghetto, okay? So I was on a bus. And I had a white jacket on. And when I get on a bus, not for nothing, my jacket, I definitely didn't want no dirt or anything on my jacket. So what? This is exactly how I am. Okay. Didn't want nothing on my jacket. And then it was people like sitting down and stuff like that. No problem with that. But one of the things that I didn't understand was this. So there was older women, right? And I don't understand this. You can sort of tell the ones that have been raised a certain type of way. And you could also tell the ones that has been raised, I don't know who probably raised them. But I'm on a bus and it was this older lady, it was some older woman that was coming on a bus. And the bus was crowded. It started getting really, really crowded. And it was guys on the bus that was sitting in the front. And like if you're on a bus, it specifically said, well, it says handicap. Like people that's disabled, give the chair up. But it was women on there that was older. And I just watched this guy. I mean, he was polite to me. Like once I got off the bus, he had said something. I'll tell you guys about that. But when when the bus driver was driving, these older women, they wanted to see, and the guys, they just wouldn't get up. And to me, I was like, a part of me was like, well, maybe you should get up. Right? That's what they said. But then I said, it's men that's sitting in the front. They should get up. So I was thinking they was gonna get up. And it was this African guy. And you could tell the way he was raised. Because he had got up and let this lady sit down. And I was like, he was raised right. Okay. So the bus is driving. I get to my destination. Oh, what a show. It was such a show on that bus. I mean, it was just a show on the bus. Before that, because I knew it was something that I meant to talk to you guys about. Okay, so I'm getting on the train. This is what really started it off. This is what started the circus show off. Okay. I'm getting on the train. I can't make this stuff up. My food is getting cold. But listen, I'm on a train. I think I'm gonna start doing mukbangs, okay? If Dollar Tree goes down, if Dollar Tree goes down, I'm gonna start doing mukbangs, I guess, But anyway, I'm on the train. This is what really started it off. I mean, this is what really started off. I'm on a train. This lady, she's there, and she's on the phone arguing with somebody. I don't know who she was arguing with. My guess is probably her boyfriend or so, or husband. But she's on the phone with him, and she's like, "You such a liar. You really are a liar." Like just going off. She just going off. And she says, "You're not gonna get away with this because you keep on lying to me." And it was a part of me, and that's why I did the video, the reel about stop accepting the bare minimum. Like she's going off on this guy, but then later on during the conversation, because we was on the train, then caught the bus, and then she started asking him like, "Where are you?" And then start arguing with him again. And in my mind, I'm like, lady, if you said he's a liar, why are you asking him where he is? I remember growing up, one of the things my grandmother would say, she would say, if you know that the guy is going to lie, right? If you know that guy is going to lie to you, don't bother to ask them where they was at. Like, don't ask them because you already know it's going to be a lie. Okay, so that was that. That's what started the circus show off. Then I get to Dollar Tree, right? I make my video, come out. I'm amped up. I'm like, I'm going to Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's in Melbourne. Melbourne is probably like, I don't know how many towns away it is from me. But Melbourne, probably like 45 minutes away. I was like, I'm going to Trader Joe's. I have a Trader Joe's closer to me. But I didn't want to go to that Trader Joe's today. I wanted to go out, right? I wanted to go to the milk to the Trader Joe's that I used to go to. You ever ate something and your nose start itching? That's how you know the food is good. But I'm like, I'm going to the Dollar Tree. I mean, the Trader Joe's that's in Melbourne, New Jersey. Okay. Was waiting for the bus. The bus finally came. But when the bus came, the bus driver pulled all the way up. Right? It's like two bus stops. And instead of him pulling up to the very first one, he pulled up to the second one. And so when he opened, because first he closed the door, act like he was going to keep on going. Like he was going to keep on trucking. Okay? Like the little engineer could. So I went to the bus and I looked at him and I said, you didn't see me? Right? You know, at this point, I'm like, listen, I'm ready to go to Trader Joe's, right? So I'm like, you didn't see me waiting? And he was like, yeah, but I didn't stop right there because that's not the bus stop. This is the bus stop. So evidently it is the second bus stop. It's not the first one. And they like 10 feet, probably like less than 10 feet, probably like 5 feet apart. But anywho, neither here nor there. So I get on the bus and I'm on the bus and I'm like, oh, at this point I'm amped up. I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm going to Trader Joe's. I had me a little list. I had Dunkin's. If you never tried Dunkin's from Trader Joe's, I normally get the oatmeal raisin. Is it just oatmeal? Or cranberry and oatmeal. Oh my goodness, they so good. They have icing on them. Absolutely love them. I don't think they're the best for you, like the healthiest, but a good snack, really good with some cold almond milk. I don't drink whole milk, although I eat cheese and it has whole milk in it. I just don't drink whole milk. And so I had a whole list. All the things that I was gonna get from Trader Joe's. So as the bus is driving, I'm looking on my map, right, on the app, and I'm seeing like the map is saying for me to get off like the next two stops, or it was 11 stops total. So it kept getting close, right, near. And then I seen a highway. Now we've been down this road before when I was going to the Dollar Tree before. And I seen the highway and I was like, oh no, I'm definitely not getting off on the highway. No, okay. I have so many thoughts that's be going on in my mind. Like, oh, if I get off on the highway, people gonna be thinking all types of stuff, you know. And so I was like, I'm definitely not getting off on the highway. Fast forward, I'm on a bus and then I missed the stop. We had told me to get off at. As I missed the stop, the bus started driving again. Then it says walk 2 minutes, right? And then I'm like, oh, so why did it tell me to get off? I could have just stayed on the bus. You know, I could continuously stay on the bus. There was no place for me to get off. I mean, there was, but Trader Joe's was not in sight. So I'm on a bus. I asked this guy who was sitting next to me, I said, do you know where the Trader Joe's is? So he like pointed up. I said, you from Melbourne? And he pointed up. So I didn't know what the heck that meant. And so it was a lady who was sitting across. It was a white lady, an older white lady that got on the bus. And then it was and the reason why I say the white lady, because she lived, I'm not profiling, but I think she lived in Melbourne because it was a black lady, an older black lady. And that lady, oh my goodness, she got on the wrong bus too. She was telling the lady. And so she was telling the lady that she got on the wrong bus because it's two buses that says the same exact thing. So it's the 70 bus. And both of them, they all right. So two buses, it'll say 70, but 170 go a different direction and the other 70 go in another direction. So she was telling the lady, like, that she's on the wrong bus. And then I said, excuse me, I'm trying to get to the Trader Joe's. And so the lady was telling me, she was like, oh, you could catch the train. I was thinking, like, the train. I'm not catching a train. like Soldier Boy when he be saying Drake. But anywho, and I got that from Shay when she was saying that. But anywho, so I'm on it, and the older black lady, she's like, oh, I used to work for New Jersey Transit. She was like, I'm retired. She said, we could get off together and you can use my, what she say, like my transit pass or something, and you can sit down comfortably or whatever. And I just seen another bus going back towards like me going home, and I said, no, that's okay. Like afterwards, I seen that bus. I said, I'm gonna go back home. Got on the bus, okay, to come back home. Oh my goodness, so many stories. I mean, you see all types of things. Okay. In the bathroom, it was this lady in the bathroom. I'm at North Penn Station. I'm in the bathroom. Dared to use the bathroom. And it was everything in me like, don't use the bathroom. Just wait till you get home. But I needed to use the bathroom. It was a lady in there who, I don't know if it was cornstarch. I don't know if it was corn. No, I think it was powder. Like she was putting in her mouth and spit. I said, oh my, let me just hurry up, and do what I need to do and get going. I am, when I tell you I am tired, oh my goodness, I am tired. Oh, this is the main point. Remember how I said I was on a train first? It was a guy who got on a train. He had about 20 fishing rods, like the poles. He had about 10 fish traps. Okay, those crates? He had about 10 of those. The metal crates that traps the fish and crabs or whatever. He had about 10 of those. So he sits down. Now the train is delayed, okay? And he sits down, and the brother started playing. I can't front. He was playing the jams, okay? He was playing the jammy jams. He was playing The Temptations. He was playing Smokey Robinson. Is it Smokey Robinson? Honey, I'm tired. Yeah, Smokey, okay? He was playing Michael Jackson, playing Cisco. I mean, he was just playing, the list goes on and on. And he was sitting in his chair, in the chair. And he was doing all of this. Oh my goodness. And he was very bold, okay? Like dancing like all on the train and stuff, like dancing freaky on the train. I said, oh my goodness, Lord. Let me just get to my destination, please. That's weird. First, it was the lady who started it off. Okay, it was definitely the lady who started it off saying to her husband that he was a liar. He lies about everything. But then later on, she asked him, like, where was he? And I said, lady, if he lies about everything, most likely he's going to lie about where he is. Telling her husband that he'll never get away with whatever it is that he's doing to her. You know what's so crazy? Because if you think somebody is doing something to you, hey, Aaron, if you think somebody is doing something to you so wrong and you still stay, I mean, at that point, it's not their other person's fault. right? Now, I'm not saying that you're responsible for, um, like if they was to smack you, you're not responsible for that. But you are responsible for what you stay and tolerate. You get what I'm saying? So if you tolerate it, my nose keep itching. If you tolerate it, you can't keep blaming people and saying, oh, they wrong for the way they treat you. It comes a point in time where this one tacos is good. The avocado lime ranch, really good. It comes a point in time where you say, you know what, I'm out of here. If you allow people to treat you any type of way and you stay there, you send them a signal that pretty much you are okay with it. I never forget. I had this guy, me and him we worked together. And I remember he would tell me, like he had a wife and everything. Nothing like that. Okay. We worked first, we was working. I think it was like the same exact department. It's been so long ago. But we would talk and he was African. He was from Ghana. And we worked at a hardware store together. And I remember he was telling me like how he was in school too. And like a department head, really, really good. Like knew his stuff when it came to, the job. He knew it. And so he was telling me that he had a girlfriend, right, that lived in Florida. Now, the girlfriend, she didn't know he had a wife, which I don't know. I mean, probably if you jump in a bed with somebody, like have sex with them, it'll cloud your judgment. You can't see things that you need to see because your judgment it'll start being foggy, right? Like red flags, you just let them go. You try to change them into blue, orange, whatever. And so the girlfriend, she was coming into town, and she was like a gynecologist or something. And the wife, like he said his wife knew, but the girlfriend was coming into town. Or was he going to Florida? But anywho, I know the girlfriend was coming into town, and he told his wife that he had to go on a business trip. Right now, mind you, we work at a hardware store. A business. I don't know what type of business trip this would happen. But anywho, so he tells the wife like he's going on a business trip, and the wife, like I guess she believed it. But the girlfriend, he had got a hotel up here in New Jersey and checked the girlfriend in the hotel, right? And the wife, she still didn't know. Well, a few months after that, he told me that the wife had caught him and she seen everything, like him cheating, not like physically seen him like messing with somebody, but she like seen the text messages and everything like that. And you want to know what he told his wife? He said he actually blamed his wife and was like, I blame you. You knew I was cheating. I mean, that's like the boldest of the boldest. He was like, "You knew I was cheating. You knew all them times, like I was messing with some." I said, "Oh my goodness, you told her that?" And he said, "Yeah, he told his wife that." And I think like later on she left him or whatever it was. Um, but wow. I'm not condoning the cheating. Okay. Although you guys know, I done told this story several times. That I did mess with a married man. Married man, to be frank. Okay. Um, and what did I learn from it? Like, did I want somebody to do that to me? Right. And then two, the morals, right? And if they are doing it to their wife, they definitely do it to me. And then three, self-esteem, right? And settling. Feeling like scarcity, right? Scarcity when it comes to men or whatever it is like that. Instead of operating and knowing abundance, right? There's a plethora of men. And putting my foot in the other woman's shoe and seeing like, how would I feel if someone did that to me? I think we said it. And it never ends well, you know? If somebody is out there messing with a married man, like it never ends well. And there's no judgment. Because in life, we got to go through it until we grow through it. It's a little dry. And I had a feeling, I was like, oh, this probably be a little dry. I think it was that cheese. And I think it's the hot sauce that got my nose itchy. Or maybe because it's so good. Maybe a little on the dry side, but ooh, this is the first thing I ate all day today. Well, actually, when I got in the house, I left the house, I think it was like 10 o'clock in the morning. I got in the house, I think it was probably like 6 o'clock in the evening. No, it was 7 o'clock. What time is it now? Oh, 8:46. I was going all day practically. So tomorrow I'm definitely resting. I'm gonna upload the videos I have to upload for tomorrow. I think I have one video left to upload. Let me see. Is it one or two? Yeah, I think it's one video left. One of the things that I absolutely love and I know I grew is batch content. So basically, oh, that's good. I mean, you can taste the pepper. So basically, making a lot of videos, like probably like 10 videos in a day or 5 videos in a day. Batch content is really, really good, for times where though, so you don't be overwhelmed, so you don't be burnt out. And one person I have to say, who did batch content, I mean, he was the best of the best, is Nick Avocado. I mean, he did batch content for a whole year. I was so, people, because he's a mukbanger. And he said he was gonna lose weight and stuff like that. People was in the comments saying all types of stuff, how people do. Some people. And they was in the comments saying all this stuff. And then he just popped up one day after being gone for I think a year. All those videos that was uploaded, I think it was like a year's worth of content. In my mind, I know. If you guys don't know nothing about Heather, I think her name is Heather. I'm gonna jack her name up. But anywho, but for him to upload, I'm thinking like, damn, what type of PC or what type of storage you had for a whole year? I mean, honey, it was a whole year, okay? And then he popped out after a whole year. So he did, I wonder how many videos he did like in a day. For him to do all those videos, and he was going for a whole year. It just blows. I'm just thinking like, damn, it was a whole year. That's wow. That is really wow. All right, family. I'm gonna catch you guys tomorrow. But there's a video. I don't know if it posted yet. My Dollar Tree haul up today. That should be definitely uploading now. But it is uploading. But it'll be published. It said an hour. I don't know how true that is. But I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Make sure you're rocking out, believing in yourselves. Keep on going and growing. Just because you are somewhere today that you may feel like you don't want to be, you need to be where you are right now because there's a lesson in it. But also understand that just because you're there today, that does not mean that you have to continuously be there every tomorrow. You are a creator of your reality. Whatever it is that you want, you get to create. Don't let people tell you what you can or what you cannot do. Because when people tell you what you can't do, they just imposing their limited beliefs on you. You have to look at your life and say, I know I have what it takes. Because the truth of the matter is you really do. You have what it takes. You have to get out your head and do whatever it is that you desire to do for your life, especially if you have children. If I would have waited to make content because other people's opinions of me, I wouldn't be this far, okay? Going with his strong Tyndales, okay? But I wouldn't be this far. So I don't allow what people say to stop me. It's times where as though certain things like ideas come to me and I may be like, oh my goodness, I don't know, right? But then I still post the content. Now I'm to the point where as though no matter what, I'm just gonna post. I'm not gonna be like, oh my, I'm just gonna post. You get what you get. And with that being said, I love you guys.